Today I've got a story time about a Minecraft kid that went ballistic and knocked out the teacher. I figured it would be something you guys are gonna love to listen to. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. But before we do, press the like button or no joke, no scam, you're gonna get attacked by a Minecraft kid, and let's go. Don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, so like I said, this was a story about a Minecraft kid that was sent into me, and usually in these, you know, it's a Minecraft kid trying to 1v1 his classmates, prove something to somebody for no reason. However, in this one, they decided to upgrade to just straight up fighting a teacher instead. They were tired of messing around and fighting the standard mobs, just went for the boss fight. The only difference is there's a way to beat the Ender Dragon, there's no way to fight your teacher and really like not end up losing that one. So just don't do it. Fighting your teacher is not worth it. Regardless, one day in class, you know, everybody's sitting there chilling, subscribers sitting there, ready to learn, and the teacher walks into class and says that she has a very exciting project for them to be working on, you know, and what they're going to do is be talking about their passion, or one of their passions, and how it helps them be better prepared for their future. And obviously, you know, that's a pretty fun assignment in the grand scheme of things. It still is a school assignment, so it's not great, but at least you get to talk about something you like. You know, it seems relatively fun compared to like writing an essay about a book some dude wrote 400 years ago. At least this way you get to talk about something you're passionate about. But there was one kid in the class that was particularly obsessed with Minecraft, you know, that decided that he was going to take this chance to just ruin it as much as humanly possible. Like from now on, I bet you this teacher's never going to give this assignment again, just because every time she thinks about it, she's going to be thinking back to this Minecraft kid like, oh no. Anyways, the teacher announces the assignment and she says that for the next week they're going to be working on it in class, so that way they have time to perfect it, and then after the week of working on it, you know, they're going to be presenting it, so that way they can learn how to like public speak about stuff that they like. And obviously everyone was pretty excited, but the subscriber was a little bit curious about what this Minecraft kid's project was going to be about, only because he was already known for being a little out there. The year before, he had like bitten a kid for no reason, you know, he hadn't really done anything insane in a while, but he was still kind of known as the type of kid that could take like random things way too far if he just felt like it. And instantly he was a little bit worried about this dude's project because he started being like super secretive about what he was writing his little like thing about. Everybody else was pretty like, I'm gonna write mine about video games, I'm gonna write mine about YouTube, you know? He's like, I'm not telling anyone what I'm writing mine about. He was so secretive that whenever anyone would like walk past his desk, he would take his arm and cover up his papers so that nobody could see anything. He would like get mad if people stood by him too long. And listen, I guess that would make sense if like the people standing by him were actually trying to see like what he's doing, you know? If the CIA was actually sending spies to look at your writing, you could be pissed. But he would like cover his paper and get mad at people for standing close to him that weren't even trying to look at his paper. No one actually cared what his project was about, dude. He just literally had the desk next to the pencil sharpener, so like if there was somebody sharpening their pencil, you just kind of had to stand near his desk for a second. Either way though, he was convinced nobody actually had to sharpen a pencil at all in school. Nay, instead everyone sharpening their pencil was sent to come spy on him and see what he was writing about. So for the entire week, he was just like insanely paranoid that someone was going to see his topic, and obviously that made people like more curious about what he was going to write about. And the weirdest thing that he did during this week, just to like try to get people to leave him alone, was the subscriber who sent this in to me had gone to sharpen his pencil at some point and had like accidentally broken the pencil after sharpening it. You know, that feeling sucks, but like everybody's been there. So he starts sharpening it again, and when he keeps going, the like kid starts growling at him like a literal dog, dude, like because he's just taking too long to sharpen his pencil. I guess automatically he's a CIA agent trying to spy on your school project. So the subscriber kind of looks at him and can't believe that he's growling at him, and he's like, dude, are you growling at me? Like, are you a dog? What's wrong with you? Like, why are you growling at me? I'm just sharpening my pencil. And the kid growls again. So once again, the subscriber's like, bro, listen, please stop growling at me. You're starting like to make me feel like I'm being hunted by a pack of wolves. Like, can you please just calm down? I'm sharpening my pencil. There's nothing
nothing to be growling about. And at that point, Minecraft Kid is like, well then stop trying to spy on my project. This is private. You're just another one of the spies that the teacher's sending over to try to get my secrets about what I'm making my assignment about. Well, guess what? I'm not giving anything to a spy like you trying to get information. And he starts to go on this rant about how, like, his ideas are such good ideas that he knows they send people to try to take them, so that's why he's so protective of them, and blah, 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 blah. And the entire time, the subscriber's standing there like, what? So he finishes his rant, and he's like, dude, what are you talking about? You know, like, I'm not here to spy on you, I'm just sharpening my pencil. And the kid just kind of looked at him and was like, all right, then I've got my eye on you. But had just casually mentioned that, like, everyone tries to steal his ideas. And while he could have kept arguing with them, the subscriber at that point is like, look, I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna finish sharpening my pencil and walk away. Because there's nothing good that comes out of me standing here and continuing to, like, try to use logic with this Minecraft kid that is convinced the CIA wants his project. Anyways, the week finally ends where they've been, like, writing stuff and working on the project, and the day finally comes where they're supposed to present what they're doing. And so, kids start presenting their projects, and most of them are like, I like music, I like art, I like oranges, you know, whatever people like these days. But of course, the time finally comes for Minecraft Kid to get up there and make his presentation. And the entire class is sitting there waiting with bated breath to finally learn the secrets of the Minecraft project. You know, it's been closely guarded like Indiana Jones treasures, but everyone finally gets to see it. So he volunteers himself to start presenting, and he gets up there. And he starts with, like, this speech about how he wants everybody to listen to him and, like, hear what he's passionate about because, you know, it's something that, like, has taught him most of his lessons about life. And if it wasn't for this, he would not be the person he is. And, like, he's become a warrior. He has the spirit of a Viking. And so everyone's, you know, a little bit more entertained because you're like, what is this dude gonna talk about? The spirit of a Viking? What? So he gets up there. He makes the teacher turn off the lights. So he's standing up there at the front in, like, the dark. And, you know, he talks dramatically, but, like, to get everyone's attention, and then turns on a flashlight and shines it up at his face. So he's got, like, this whole, you know, when someone's telling a ghost story and they're shining the flashlight up at them, that's the look he's got going on. And he starts to describe what everybody thinks is, like, D-Day. He starts to say things about how, like, imagine you and your brothers in combat with the enemy dead ahead. You feel the, like, adrenaline rush as you realize that this might be the last chance you have to look at your friends and say thank you for what they've done in this game. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, what is this kid talking about, bro? Like, this is intense, man. You would think he's out here, like, talking about some, like, war history or whatever. Literally, at that point, everyone in the class is just assuming he's about to give a presentation about how, like, why he loves war history or, you know, something along those lines. But then he manages to say just the absolute silliest thing ever that you could possibly say after, like, describing something as intense as that. Minecraft Bed Wars is the most realistic war simulator, and it is my passion. That description is exactly what I feel every single time I log in and start to play a game of Bed Wars. Keep in mind, he's just talking about, like, how he gets an adrenaline rush, and, you know, it's basically the same thing as D-Day. You're only gonna get one more chance to thank your friends for their help. Like, hey, call me crazy, bro. If you lose the Bed Wars game, you stay in the Discord call. It's not like, oh man, we lost. You just have to instantly unadd each other and pretend that you're dead. So obviously, when he says, like, Minecraft Bed Wars is realistic or whatever, everyone thinks it's a joke, so they start laughing, you know, and he's not laughing at all. He's like, what are you guys talking about? I don't know why you're thinking this funny, you know, like, this is serious, dude. Minecraft is just one of those games that is, like, my passion. And there's nothing wrong with being passionate about a game. I don't want you guys to think that, like, that's why this is cringe, right? What's cringe is thinking that Minecraft is somehow, like, a realistic war simulator, bro. If you're like, hey, man, I love Minecraft because I like to build castles, sick, dude. If you're like, hey, I'm basically a Navy SEAL because I got 600 Bed War wins, yeah, I think you have committed cringe, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be the judge over here, but I feel like
comparing yourself to like a Green Beret because you're good at Bed Wars might be the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah, I'm just, could basically hang with everybody that's ever been in Special Forces. I'm a Bed Wars pro.
Listen, dude, like I've never been to war, but I can just tell you right now, it has nothing to have in common with a video game at all. Like, I don't think there's anything out there that could compare, dude. Seriously, especially Minecraft. Like, I don't even think you could say Call of Duty is comparable to war at all. I'd still think you're dumb for saying that. But if you're like, hey, Minecraft Bed War is really out here making me into a warrior, then like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You've got a different definition of warrior than I think most people would have. He's just out here like, have you ever had to fight someone with an iron axe while they have a diamond sword? I don't think so. I've been through things. Anyways, he starts to go on this rant about how, like, Minecraft Bed Wars has taught him to be ruthless and not let the weakness of his enemies slide. Just like, what, bro? That's the lesson that you took from Minecraft Bed Wars? Is that, like, any time you see weakness, you must be ruthless? Like, my goodness, dude. Whenever I play Minecraft Bed Wars, I realize how much I suck at Minecraft. Like, that's what I think about. Even when I'm playing Valorant, dude, I'm not like, oh, our enemies have shown weakness. Stomp on their throats. Ha ha ha. We will destroy them. Like, that's never once happened, dude. And he also starts talking about how, like, the strategy that he uses in Bed Wars is what gave him the confidence that, like, his mental ability is in the top 0.001% of the population. And, that, like, he's just so confident now that he's smarter than everybody, which is a ballsy claim if you're talking about Bed War strategy, dude. Like, okay, are you Sun Tzu, the guy who wrote The Art of War? Like, are you really out here just being an expert military strategy? Even if you're a Minecraft strategy god, dude, like, it is Minecraft Bed Wars at the end of the day. I'm a big fan of CSGO. If the best, like, CSGO IGL was like, no, guys, I should be a general, I would be like, man, I don't know, man. I don't really know if a video game's the exact same thing, but whatever. He's talking about how, like, he's basically one of the people that should have written The Art of War because he's just so good at Minecraft, dude. Could you imagine, like, if this was reality at the Pentagon? Oh my gosh, we just keep getting wrecked out here, sir. What do we do? The 5-star generals are all huddled around. It's like, I didn't want it to have to come to this, but it's time. They pull out a button on their desk. It just says, like, Bed Wars players. We never thought we were gonna have to call them in, but every other special operations has failed us. It's time we call in the big guns. Like, all the Bed Wars players show up. What did you need, Mr. President? Like, okay, man, if it ever comes to the time where, like, the fate of the world is in the hands of any video game players, dude, we're screwed. Minecraft, Call of Duty, doesn't matter. If, like, a professional gamer is what the entire military is taking advice from, chances are we're dead. And I love video games. I am a gamer. I'm just saying, bro, not comparable. Regardless, at this point, the entire class is, like, literally cringing because he's talking about how, like, Bed Wars has turned him into a warrior and that now he has the spirit of a Viking because he manages to win Bed War games. And at this point, it's so ridiculous that the teacher literally goes and, like, turns off the projector and starts to just kind of talk to him and says, listen, I don't know if you thought this assignment was a joke, but I really wanted you to, like, talk about something that has an impact on your life, and I don't appreciate that you're pretending you have the soul of a Viking over a video game. Like, you didn't take this assignment seriously. And the problem was, she was probably right for assuming he was trolling. The issue was he just wasn't. So the Minecraft kid looks at the teacher all confused and is like, I'm not joking. I really feel like Bed Wars has turned me into a strategy genius and, like, it's given me confidence that I'm smarter than other people. And the teacher is just kind of standing there dumbfounded, not knowing what to say. Because imagine somebody being like, no, I actually am just smarter than everyone because I'm really good at Minecraft Bed Wars. Yeah, those dudes at NASA, they're stupid, okay? I'm cracked at Valorant. You ever seen someone as cracked as me? I don't think so. I should be in charge of space exploration. Just the two most unrelated things on the planet. And the teacher's not trying to roast him back. She's not trying to be rude. But, like, the only thing she can even say to that is just, well, that's ridiculous. Because anything else she would say was probably going to be meaner. And, like, that's just ridiculous, dude. What are you supposed to say to somebody being like, no, I'm basically Sun Tzu himself. In fact, you could rank my strategy up there with Lightning McQueen
Queen and the Queen of England up there. Those were, I would say, like my two closest people in terms of strategy genius. Because it's just ridiculous, dude. I don't know what you would think your teacher is going to say. Like, you really think that Alexander the Great, Caesar, Sun Tzu, all pair in comparison to Cape Crusader 8547 in Minecraft, dude. If you see him coming in Bed Wars, it's too late. You're basically going up against the god of military might. In fact, the entire might of the US Navy once ran away because they realized that he was the Bed Wars player on the other end of the Navy ship. He is an absolute legend. You thought the Legend 27, that's an old ad. You thought that guy was a good player, dude. Just wait till you meet Caped Crusader 8547, dude. He's absolutely bonkers. Anyways, obviously, somebody of that military might just can't let their teacher call them ridiculous, right? That would be weak. And as you know, Minecraft Bed Wars has taught him to be ruthless if someone dares to disrespect you. So he feels like the teacher is doubting him, and like I'm using air quotes around doubting him because like there's no doubt, bro. It's just the reality of the situation. So he starts screaming about how like he's tired of people never taking him seriously and thinking that he's a strategic genius. And so he leans over to the teacher's desk, and she had this like 8-ball thing on her desk, and he takes it and he throws it, and it just like hits the teacher on the chin, and she falls off the desk. And obviously the entire class at that point is just like, oh my gosh, like what are you doing, bro? And his face just turns white as a ghost. And he's like, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to hit her. I thought it was going to hit the wall. Yeah, that's right, dude. This absolute strategic mastermind somehow managed to have the accuracy of like a North Korean missile and was trying to throw this ball at the wall and hit the teacher instead. What an absolute strategic mastermind, bro. Like knocking out your teacher. Obviously, I'm just too stupid to understand why that was just such a strategic genius move. Because to me, it's looking like that was probably the worst idea you could have ever had, bro. If you have the accuracy of like a dead cat, don't throw stuff. It's that simple. Knocking out the teacher, though, obviously not too great. And he's trying to convince everybody that he didn't mean to. And everybody starts yelling at him about like, what are you doing? You're crazy. And like, he's just freaking out. I'm sure in his mind, he's imagining having to explain to his parents the reason he got expelled and how like he knocked out a teacher because she said it's ridiculous that Bed Wars makes you a strategic mastermind. Imagine his parents are on his side. They're like, well, if she wouldn't have doubted that he's cracked at Minecraft, she wouldn't have gotten knocked out. Literally nobody is on this dude's side though. Like everyone in the class is just pissed at him because this teacher was everybody's like favorite, and here was this dude literally like getting so angry because she just didn't agree that he's a strategic god. I will say people like this are why the metaverse definitely scares me, dude. Like the last thing this guy needs, if he's already this addicted to Minecraft and thinks it makes him a literal Viking, is like to be inside Ready Player One in his backyard. You think he's nuts now, imagine when he actually thinks he's like Napoleon launching an invasion into Europe, dude. He's just never gonna come outside again, just be plugged into the Matrix screaming about how he's basically the equivalent to a real Spartan for winning a Fortnite game. Victory Royale is mine! Tonight we will destroy Athens and feast on its burning buildings. His mom comes in, he's like, Mom, get out of my room! Oh my gosh, I told you I'm a Spartan! Ugh, I don't want dinner. Alright guys, I'm gonna interrupt the video for just 1 second. For those of you that don't know, I've been posting all of my story times the day after they're posted here on Spotify. So if you want to check those out, listen offline in the car, whatever, don't have time for gameplay, I'll put a link to the Spotify show in the top of the description. Feel free to go check it out. I would appreciate it. Like I said, you're still going to catch them earlier here, you know, but if for some reason you want to listen offline, that's probably the best place to do it now. So top of the description is a link to the Spotify show. Anyways, at that point, the teacher gets up pretty quick. She had, like, fallen over more because of just the shock of the situation than, like, legitimately getting knocked out by Mr. Minecraft kid up here. Goes to show just how much the, like, soul of a Viking stuff was legit. You, like, accidentally hit someone in the head with a pool ball and they just get right back up. Oh, yeah, real warrior spirit. And see, anyways, once she's back up, she just starts screaming at him, and like rightfully so, dude. If somebody just threw a pool ball at your head, I feel like you're allowed to go off on them. And she's just yelling at him like, why did you do that? Like, why did you think that was a good idea? I was just saying it's ridiculous that you think this video game makes you like some real strategician, and you hit me in the head? Like, what's wrong with you? Why did you do that? And the Minecraft kid is just standing there saying nothing, and she finally like finishes talking, and he starts trying to apologize
apologize, saying that he didn't mean to. He was just so mad he wanted to throw something. And so, he wasn't trying to hit her in the head, but when he threw it, he's never like been very good at throwing stuff, which is why it hit her in the head, which I mean, doesn't really like make me feel any better. I don't think it made her feel any better. It's not my apology to accept. I'm just saying, bro, I feel like I didn't mean to hit you in the head when I hit you in the head. Does it really like it did change the fact that you did hit her in the head? You know what I mean? Like, listen, you could be like, listen, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have thrown the ball, period. But to be like, well, I'm sorry for throwing the ball and your head getting in the way is just funny. I don't feel like it's all right to just throw stuff at people because you're mad, And the teacher at that point says something pretty funny. She looks at him and she's like, well, I have good news about you being addicted to Minecraft. You're going to get to play it for a few days now because I'm going to call the office and let them know what just happened, and you're probably going to get suspended. Which, all in all, is actually a pretty funny thing to say, dude. Like, Minecraft kid just hit you in the head with a pool ball, doesn't really want to apologize. You're like, all right, well, guess what? You win a free vacation to play Minecraft. And at that point, the Minecraft kid really starts freaking out, dude. He gets down on his hands and knees and is literally begging the teacher not to tell his mom, because he's like, if you tell my mom about this, she's gonna be mad and she's gonna not let me play Minecraft. That's really what he's worried about. He's not worried about his mom being mad because he like knocked out a teacher. He's not worried about anything else. He's like, I won't be able to play Minecraft. What are you doing to me? And this is even funnier to me because like 10 minutes ago, he's explaining that Minecraft gives him a Viking spirit, and now he's literally crying because his mom's not gonna let him play Minecraft, dude. It's just literally the funniest, like right 10 minutes of each other, just so ironic. Yeah, I'm actually a real Viking, dude. Not gonna lie. Like, I'm basically up there with Alexander the Great. I'm gonna tell your mom, no. If I can't play Minecraft, how am I supposed to be happy? I don't think Vikings were like giant fans of Minecraft, bro, because they didn't have computers. Like, I don't know why you would want to necessarily be vibing in a time back then. I don't have a Viking soul either. I don't want anyone to think that like I'm saying I'm a tough guy, bro. I'm very lucky I was born in the 21st century. If I was born during Viking or Spartan times, I probably might have lasted 15 minutes. Like, dude, I don't have any warriors skills, but I'm not delusional out here pretending that Valorant's making me some type of special operations, dude. I'm a nerd playing video games. My skills include telling stories, and yeah, I'm like okay at the video game thing. If I was born at any other time, if I was born during Viking times, dude, I'm screwed. You know how useless I would be on like a real food hunt where, okay, we gotta go chase down that elk for 14 miles because we need to eat. Yeah, what am I going to do? Make you guys laugh on the way? Like, I'm not saying I'm a Viking, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying it's hilarious to be talking about how you have a warrior spirit and then be crying for your mom. Anyways, Mr. Warrior over here is crying, literally begging to not get in trouble, but I don't know what you expect, dude. When you, like, knock out your teacher, you're probably going to get in trouble. And I don't think saying, please don't tell, otherwise I'm not going to play Minecraft, is going to make the teacher that you just hit in the head with a pool ball, like, not say anything. I mean, seriously, the teacher at that point literally looks at him and says, look, it doesn't really matter what you say. I'm going to tell the office because you threw something at a teacher. So she calls the office and she's like, all right, this student, had a project, got mad at me and like hit me in the head with the pool ball. Can you guys come get him? And the Minecraft kid at that point decides that the best course of action isn't to sit there and wait, it's to start running. Even though she just said his name, he starts running to try to escape. And I'm not sure if his plan was to just like run away, go to a different country, change his name, never be seen again. But obviously she on the phone says he's running. They have somebody catch him and they knew who the kid was. Like, they had the name, dude. It's just such a bizarre thing to think that like that was like going to go the way you thought. Ah, darn. The kid that I said hit me in the head with a pool ball? He ran out of the classroom, so now we can never talk to him about it again. That's how rules work in school. Anyways, he obviously didn't get too far, and when he did get caught, he ended up getting suspended for a week and became an instant meme around the school. But like, I don't know, how are you guys not going to turn a kid who like thinks Minecraft turns him into a warrior into a meme if you're in the same school as him? Like, he literally threw a pool ball at the teacher. How are you not going to at least make a couple jokes about that? Like, oh, hey, man, sorry, did you do any Viking practice last night? Go to any pool halls and start playing dodgeball? Like, obviously, it's going to become a little bit of a meme. So, yeah, moral of the story, don't attack your teacher or say that, like, any video game gives you a warrior spirit because I don't know, man.
Like, it just doesn't, it's not gonna make you look like an independent warrior like you think it is, dude. It's just gonna make everybody be like, wow, he really thinks Bed Wars makes him a Navy SEAL. And on top of that, your teacher does not deserve to get attacked at all for, like, basically any reason. Obviously, before someone's like, what if your teacher smacks you? Okay, yeah, exonerating circumstance. But if your teacher just gives you a nice project to try to let you talk about your passion and you do this, you suck. You know, don't attack your teachers. They don't deserve it. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, I'd really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. If you don't know what to comment, I'm going to ask y'all to comment just so I can do a little test and see if it affects the algorithm. Go ahead and comment the word Minecraft down below. I'd appreciate it. And beyond that, subscribe and turn on notifications. If you really, really want to help me out, then you can check out the intro song. It's by my friend PANCHO. I'll put a link to that in the description. So like I said, feel free to go check it out. And also down in the description, you'll find a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, and a link to my merch store. Or you could use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. Great way to help me out, get a discount on G Fuel at the same time. And yeah, on that note, guys, that'll do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'm out. Peace.